Hey true believers, Englentine here. So there's something missing from Marvel fandom, and that's a sense of community. Actually, you could say from comic book fandom, but I don't think DC's as bad as Marvel. Marvel will actively say, you don't like it, go away. We don't need you. Instead of, oh man, I'm sorry, if you don't like Iceman, maybe you'll like this book over here. Or, we understand not every book is for every person, but I hope we have something for you. I hope we can do better next time. That kind of thing that would show that, yeah, while they disappointed us, they still appreciate our business and want to aim it somewhere else in the company, and they just don't do that. They actively will tell you, go away. But once upon a time, they were actively involved in fan clubs, the Merry Marvel Marching Society being the most famous. And I thought, wow, I should do some research and do a video on all of this. And so I did, and I looked up and and saw some of the... Man, I remember some of these things. My brother said he was a member of Foom. I don't remember him being a member of Foom, but I do remember some of the images I saw from it. And some, like this poster, I would love this poster, man. Look at that. I don't want the bottom part. Now I would take it all as a collector, but at the time I didn't like the bottom part of that poster. But that's the kind of thing, man. I mean, it's really cool stuff, and they really got involved in getting people involved in the companies, even DC. And when I did my research, I went and I found that DC had a couple from way back in the 30s and 40s. So it's really cool to see companies doing this. So, also, you're going to want to stick around to the end of this video because it just gets a lot of fun. Trust me on that. I know it's a 20-minute video, but do yourself a favor and hang out until the end. There's a big finale. Anyway, without further ado, let's get this party started. Now, I wasn't able to find a lot of information about the fan club, Supermen of America. This is the furthest back I could go, by the way, that I found. And I didn't see, like, tons and tons. It's just a few of them. But this was interesting. This guy opened a book, and his card fell out from the 40s. And it says, Superman of America, Strength, Courage, Justice. It's got his name, Barry. And it says, Barry has been duly elected a member of this organization upon the pledge to do everything possible to increase his or her strength and courage to aid the cause of justice, to keep absolutely secret the Superman Code, and to follow the announcements of the Supermen of America in each issue of Action Comics and Superman. In witness of which I have this day set my seal and signature as follows, Clark Kent, and then he's got a serial number at the bottom. So, Superman reveals his identity to each member of the Supermen of America. Now, like all of these fan clubs, I did find some pictures of some memorabilia. That's all actually I really found, was a whole bunch of memorabilia and people that want to sell these old pieces or copies thereof. Excuse me if I sound a little excited about finding this kind of stuff. It's just cool to me to see the history and such, and this is a bit of history. This was a Supermen of America starter kit, collector kit as it says here. You get a button, you get the card, you get a decoder, and they sent you sometimes a letter or a zine of some sorts. Apparently someone out there put together a complete set of this stuff, and it looks amazing. I would love to have that. Here's a close-up of one of the buttons. It may be a reproduction with the bright colors, I don't know, but yeah, this is what it looked like. And then we have this envelope, which was for the secret code, and it says, if found, please return to the following address. And, well, Mr. Gregory here, I guess he says he's 9 or something like that. Man, he's so dead now. It's Superman secret code for the members of Supermen of America. Headquarters, Superman 575 Lexington Avenue, New York, New York. It says an important message to the members of the Supermen of America. Because this Superman code is absolutely secret code for use only for and by members of this great organization, we have designed this special folder. Be sure to keep it in a safe place. Fill in your name and address on the outside flap so that it may be returned to you in case you mislay it or lose it. That is awesome. I mean, this is, you know, this has been out there obviously, but it's the first time I've discovered it, so I'm kind of excited about all of this stuff. And yeah, I know this isn't the reason why a lot of people come to this channel. SJWs suck. There you go. I got that reason done. This is actually the reason why I started the channel, because I like to share this kind of thing with other collectors. I mean, this is kind of awesome. It's been out there, yeah, but it's the first time I found it. And I like to share my excitement and love for the hobby, and that includes the history of the hobby, not just what was on the page, what was behind the page, and what people were doing. It's just exciting to me. The next one I found was the Junior Justice Society of America. It has this particular panel. It was from, I want to say, All-Star Comics number 14. And this one, you have Dr. Midnight talking, fellows, the Justice Society is starting a crusade against juvenile delinquent gangs, and we need your help. And someone said, golly, Dr. Midnight, that'd sure be an honor for us. What can we do? Well, you can join the Junior Justice Society of America. And just like the Superman Club, you got a starter kit that included a badge, a decoder, 4-page comic book, and a membership certificate. The letter in the certificate was actually signed by Wonder Woman, who was the secretary of the JSA. And the comic book was called The Minutemen Answers the Call by MC Gaines and Sheldon Meldoff. And I've got some pictures of everything because, like I said, you can find pictures of it on all sorts of auction sites trying to sell this stuff. Starting with a letter, I always wondered, I just started finding this stuff. Anyway, I looked at it and I wondered, did anybody put 2 and 2 together that Superman and the Junior Justice Society of America stay at the same residence of 480 Lexington Avenue in New York City? Just wondering. Dear member, I am glad to welcome you as one of the charter members of the Junior Justice Society of America. In this envelope, you will find your membership emblem, certificate, and code card, as well as the war-saving stamp album, The Minutemen Answers the Call, and How to Organize a Victory Club in your school. I know you will be proud to wear this beautiful silver-plated Junior Justice Society emblem, and that you will read over carefully and take to heart your pledge on the membership certificate. Study your code card carefully so you will know how to decipher the special code messages which are being published every month in All-Star, All-American, Flash, and Sensation Comics, as well as All Flash and Green Lantern, Fun, and Adventure Comics. And be sure to follow the announcements of our activities in every issue of All-Star Comics. Very sincerely, Diana Prince, Wonder Woman, Secretary. P.S. I think it would be nice if you would bring the Minutemen Answers the Call and How to Organize a Victory Club in your school to your teacher. She'll be interested in them, I'm sure. Oh, a little P.S. Did you guys know that Wonder Woman was the secretary of JSA, so she still had time to do things in her own solo book? Yeah, it wasn't some sort of keep the woman down feminist thing. Just saying. To be honest, I think the pen impresses me. Silver-plated, it's a real pen. Today they would just slap together some sort of cheap-ass plastic thing, send it out, and go, hey, we did good. This is a picture of the Minutemen comic and the stuff that went with it. Unfortunately, it's too small, and I did not find an individual photo to read that long memo, which would probably make the video like another 10 minutes, so I don't think that's a bad thing. Hey, guess what? If you wanted to be a member of the Justice Society, the Young Justice Society, you had to take a diversity pledge. Just saying. See, right here, Max signed this, and he has been duly elected a charter member of the Junior Justice Society of America upon his pledge, 1, to help keep our country united in the face of enemy attempts to make us think we Americans are all different because we are rich or poor, employer or worker, white or Negro, native or foreign-born, Gentile or Jew, Protestant or Catholic. 2, to help defeat Axis propaganda, which seeks to cause us to fight amongst ourselves instead of successfully fighting our enemies. This membership is accepted with the affirmation that we are all Americans believing in democracy, resolved to do everything possible to win the war, and with the oath to keep secret the JSA code and to follow the announcements of the Junior Justice Society of America in every issue of All-Star Comics. And then it says, I witnessed whereof I have this day set my seal and signature, Diana Prince, Wonder Woman Secretary. So there you go. I think this is really cool because what it's saying, the Junior Justice Society of America, back when everybody says we were the most racist, says, it doesn't matter what the f*** you are, you're an American. Yeah, Fingers up to all the SJWs who feel we have to separate everybody. No! We're all American, regardless. Thank you, Junior Justice Society of America. If I wasn't afraid to break my microphone, I would drop it. Now showing you this seems insignificant. It's a decoder. You spin it. The one letter means something different. We've all used this kind of thing. It's not as good as the bit that says, USJWs, we're all Americans no matter what we think we are. In 1969, Marvel publisher Martin Goodman felt that the MMM was too expensive. He was going to stop it, but Stan Lee saying, hey, look, you know, it's good public relations. No matter how expensive it is, it's helping us. So they decided to license the whole fan club thing out, and Marvel Mania International was born for $1. For $1.75, you got the Marvel Mania monthly magazine, which ran for 6 issues. A Marvel Mania catalog. In the catalog, you were greeted by Dr. Doom with a very familiar send-off. Greetings, great one. We bid thee welcome to the rollicking ranks of Marvel Mania International. And when we say international, that's where it's at. You're part of an ever-growing army of Marvelites who hail from every corner of this freewheeling old world of ours. Inspired by our mighty mags and the batty bullpen that produces them, your club will be working night and day to make Marvel Mania everything you want it to be, and more. And what's equally as important, your club will be given the full of attention and tender loving care which it and you so richly deserve. Any orders or correspondence concerning the MMMs and the cornucopia of goodies you'll be finding in this catalog, along with your crazy mixed up ideas for new club products, contests, and club functions, should be sent directly to Marvel Mania International, P.O. 7118, Culver City, California 90230. Naturally, you'll still send your bullpen artists and fan mail to the same world-famous address at 625 Madison Avenue, New York, just as before. So face front, oh hallowed ones, the best is yet to come. Excelsior. Signed by Smiley. And it wouldn't be a fan club if you didn't have that cock blocker in your wallet that every fan club offers, the card. Marvel Mania International. Let it be known that in this case, Mark, hi Mark, is a member in good standing and is hereby entitled to all those privileges granted the hallowed ranks of Marveldom. From this day forth, he is to be held in high esteem by all lesser mortals and non-believers. Leader of the, and it's signed by Don Wallace, it looks like, and Dick something or other, Keeper of the Green. And over here it says superheroes: Captain America, Spider-Man, Hulk, Thor, Human Torch, Doctor Strange, Submariner, who is not present on the card, and Iron Man, who is also not present on the card, is a superhero and is a member in good standing. The Superheroes Club is entitled to all its rights and privileges, which, there you go. Privilege not to have a girlfriend. Hey, back in the, I can joke about that because back in the day, that's exactly what it meant. But Marvel Mania International did not hang around long, but soon they started a new fan club, Friends of Old Marvel. Now, Foom was my time, although I was never a member. My brother says he was, I don't remember, but I saw it everywhere. There were actually images I wanted from the fan club that I thought, you know what, I'd like it, but I don't want the word Foom across it. Like this poster, which as a kid I thought was awesome, but what's with the writing on the bottom? Now, as a collector, I would just love it as it is. But, you know, what you gonna do? I was young back then. And just like all of the other fan clubs, you did get a starter kit. Foom was very similar to Marvel International. So you did get the magazine, you did get the stickers, and frankly, I remember a couple of these things. So I believe Jack when he says he was a member of it. You know, they actually had a magazine called Foom, where they ran character contests that kids and people could just send in their designs. And the winner was this Humus Sapiens. So it was the kind of thing that got people together. It was what got them involved. And you just don't see the fan club thing going on anymore. I myself think that is kind of sad. Now, granted, you get them online and we're all together anyway. So I can see that. But it's not from them. It's not them supporting our fandom. As a matter of fact, if they don't like what you say, they actively tell you to go away. And I think that's just something we lost. Okay, fanboys and geeks that were going crazy because I did it out of order. Here we go, the granddaddy of all fan clubs, the Merry Marvel Marching Society. Yep, this is the one we all know, mainly because of that song, I think. So anyway, the story goes that Jim Steranko, the coolest man ever in comic books, came in to Stan Lee and was like, dude. Stan was like, dude? And Jim says, dude, EC Comics has this fan club. It's called EC Fan Addict. Marvel should have a fan club like EC Fan Addict. And Stan's like, dude, that's true. And Steranko was like, dude, I know. So they came up with Merry Marvel Marching Society. And it was very much like all of the other fan clubs I've shown you. So it had a lot of the same merchandise. And I thought, you know what? One of the things that it had that a lot of the others didn't was a 33 record that came with 2 songs on it. And rather than show you the merchandise pictures and talk about it, I figured, why don't I just play the songs? You guys can hopefully enjoy, and over it, I will show you the things that you can get if you join the fan club. Although the first song is more about the superheroes of the Silver Age, so I had to put together a little video. Enjoy!
He's not sulky, over bulky, kinda hulky superhero. A two-fisted and electrically transistored superhero. An exotically erotic and aquatic superhero. The Marvel superheroes have arrived. Superpowered from the forehead to the toes. Watch them change their very shape before your nose. See arcane striking superhero change to Viking superhero. A humdinging, real swinging, shield flinging superhero. They're the latest, they're the greatest, ultimatest superheroes. The Marvel superheroes have arrived. Walk a little prouder, be an innovator, laugh a little louder, go forever greater. We can show you how to, and when will you be then? You'll belong, you'll belong, you'll belong, you'll belong to the Merry Marvel Marching Society. March along, march along, march along to the song of the Merry Marvel Marching Society. If you growl, if you groan, with the dour, sour outlook, if you howl, if you moan, you can lose your sour trust of keeping trim and in step with the vim and outstep of the Merry Marvel Marching Society.
Be an early riser,
Strive to be ambitious,
speak a little wiser,
try to be judicious,
be a good advisor,
never ever vicious.
and when
Will you be then?
Face front! Lift your head! You're on the winning team!
You'll belong, you'll belong, you'll belong, you'll belong to the Merry Marvel Marching Society. March along, march along, march along to the song of the Merry Marvel Marching Society. If you growl, if you groan, and your score is nearly zero, do not howl, do not moan. You can be a superhero marching right along to the fighting song of the Merry Marvel Marching Society. Stand a little straighter, walk a little prouder, be an innovator, laugh a little louder, grow forever greater. We can show you how to. Where will you be then?
Well, true believers, I hope you enjoyed that little trip through Nostalgiaville. A little Marvel Comics back when Marvel Comics were cool and it seemed like they cared. Now it just seems like they're playing. Like they just don't really mind if we don't like them. As they say, go find something else, and we did. But once upon a time, Marvel really did put their best foot forward. Well, if you liked this video, please, by all means, leave a comment. Or if you didn't like it, leave a comment. And if you were a member of any of these clubs, by all means, please leave a comment below telling us all about your experience with it. Also, don't forget to click like, share, of course, get word out about the channel, and if you haven't done it already, hit subscribe and the notification bell. Hate for you to miss anything. Cool things happen around these parts. Now, this is the way we're trying to make a living, and it's pretty hard since they cut off our live stream, but we do have a Patreon page and a Ko-Fi. Links in the description below. Go on over, drop $1 in the till. And I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.